Hi everyone, Allison Davis here with another sketch-inspired layout using one of the new free sketches that I designed to go with the April 2025 hip kits. I will link to the sketch down below if you want to go grab the full version that has measurement and placement details. There is also a second sketch this month that was also inspired by the April 2025 kits that you can get as well. I got super excited about the April kits since there are lots of embroidery themed details. The sketch I'm using in this video features a grid of embroidery hoops as the base, with each one framing something different. There is a large title arranged across them, as well as a few photos and the journaling. With the embroidery hoop metal die that inspired this design, you can really have a lot of fun with the different details you stitch onto them. So I was super excited to play around with this one. Before we jump into the layout, here are the products I used from the April 2025 kits. From the main kit, I used several of the pattern papers and some of the die cuts. Something in this main kit that I didn't use on this layout, but I am super excited about, are these super cute felt clouds. The second I pulled these out of my kit, my wheels were already spinning with ideas. From the Cardstock Kit, I used a couple of these papers. These cardstock papers will always be a favorite for me. From the Pocket Life Kit, I used lots of the pattern papers. I love the small sizes and patterns, and they were so perfect for the circles that I wanted to use. And my absolute favorite piece that I used on this layout is that embroidery hoop metal die. I can see myself using this over and over. It's just such a fun piece that you can easily customize by stitching different designs or words on them. If you are interested in subscribing to Hip Kit Club kits, there are some great perks. Once you subscribe, you get a 15% discount on all add-on kit purchases and free shipping for add-on kits that are shipped along with your main kit. You also get free cut file downloads, which is always awesome. And if you don't subscribe, you can still purchase individual kits and cut files. You should definitely go check out all of the HKC kits. And if you want to subscribe, I have a link and discount code that you can use for 10% off. So let's go ahead and jump into the layout I'll be making with this new free sketch. To begin, I used the embroidery hoop metal die to cut out the pieces for the base of my layout. First, I'm starting off with the hoops. I cut these out of a tan cardstock. I wanted them to look like real embroidery hoops, and I felt this color was a pretty good match to that. Now, to make sure the grid is centered, I'm going to adhere the middle one first. And for some reason, I thought I had this wonderful plan by making a cross point in the middle, and then I could just line up that circle with that cross point. But the mistake with that is that it doesn't take into account the top part of the embroidery hoop where those two little pieces point upward. So I eventually learned, after I got a few more of the hoops on the layout, that that was not going to work to get this design centered. So I had to adjust the centerpiece and kind of realign what I had already adhered. Now, to adhere these down, I'm just lightly tacking them right now. I plan on stitching on them later, so I didn't want to go too crazy with the adhesive. Sometimes if you do, you end up with a sticky, kind of gummed up needle as you are stitching. So I'm doing just enough to secure them in place, and then that stitching will really hold them down. I'm really trying to get these as centered as possible. I tend to be a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to spacing, especially for something like a grid design. And like I said earlier, I can see myself using this embroidery hoop set a lot. I was thinking as I was putting this part together that you could even just use the outer hoop and then stitch different designs in the middle without the grid hole circle in the middle of it. Since I only lightly tack these down, I'm going to get started right away on the stitch borders on them. I want to make sure they are super secure on the layout before I add any details. So I'm using my paper piercing tool to pierce holes around the embroidery hoops. And the easy part here is that the die has a stitched kind of an embossed line around the hoop. So I just used that as my guide for piercing the holes. And it made this part super easy, and the stitches are going to be about as perfect as they could be, which makes me pretty happy. For the stitching, I'm going to use a tan embroidery floss. I want this to be just a subtle detail that adds some texture and dimension to the hoops, so tone on tone is a great way to achieve that. To stitch, I'm using 3 strands of embroidery floss, and I'm going to be using a back stitch on all of them. And this ended up taking a lot longer than I was expecting. Those circles are quite a bit bigger than I guess I thought, and my stitches are a little smaller than what I would usually do. So this did take some time, but I just popped on a TV show and stitched my heart out. I could easily do this all day. With all of that stitching done, now I can start adding the center pieces. I used a different pattern paper for each center, and before I adhere them, I'm distressing the edges with my scissors. I always do this with the papers I use just to add a little lip of dimension on the edges. So there was a little mistake I made while adhering these pieces that I didn't catch until later. You do have to pay attention to the direction of the holes on the circle. I thought I had them lined up and straight. You can adhere the circle with the holes arranged in any direction you like, but just make sure that you do them all the same. I thought I did, but when I got later into the process, I noticed that I had some of them turned a little differently, so I had to fix that mid-layout. For these, I'm also kind of lightly tacking them down. I didn't want to go too adhesive crazy with the holes part, and I'm mostly relying on using the adhesive on the edges since I'm going to be stitching in the middle of each one, and that will secure them quite well to the layout. The next part was probably the hardest for me. I had to figure out how to get these letters centered in each hoop and that they were the same height and width. I decided to use a pencil to draw the X pattern on the pattern paper so I could get a visual first before I started piercing holes. With some letters, it took a little time to figure it out, but once I got the first 2 figured out, the rest were pretty easy. The heart did take a few tries and I had to erase and readjust, but I eventually got it figured out. Then I went through and pierced all the holes through the cardstock base so that I could stitch these letters and the heart. I ended up picking out colors of embroidery floss to match the colors of the pattern papers. I wanted to go with tone on tone again, and I tried to go with colors that are a shade or 2 darker than the paper, but with that yellowish green color with the E, I could not find anything a shade darker. So I was nervous that it was going to blend in too much, but I think in the end it worked out fine, thankfully. To stitch through these, I am following a cross stitch pattern. I'm also using all 6 strands this time. I want these to be super thick with lots of dimension, and I ended up really loving this cross stitch style. It's super dimensional and it turned out really pretty. So this stitching also took longer than I was expecting. It doesn't look like much since it's just a few letters, but it ends up being more stitches than it actually looks. But I love the way this turned out so much, and I can't wait to use this hoop die again. It is so fun. I loved getting to see this one come together after each stitch and each letter was finished. That cross stitch pattern is so bold. When I have the letters finished, I'm going to add my photos. I have 3 black and white photos, and I'm adding a small white cardstock mat to each one. These photos are going to go on 3 of the circles that I didn't stitch on. And I'm going to adhere them with foam adhesive for that extra dimension. When it came to embellishments, I went really light. I wanted the embroidery design to be the star of the show, aside from my photos. So I only used a few phrase pieces and some hearts. For the phrase pieces, 2 of them came from the die cuts package, and then one of them is from the puffy stickers. I always love the puffy sticker sheets. There's always so many fun accent pieces, and this one had several phrase pieces. For the hearts, I'm using a mix of die-cut hearts and chipboard hearts. I loved that the die-cut hearts have kind of a blocky look to them that matches the heart I stitched in the center. It made for such a cute accent that really ties it all together. The next detail I added was my journaling to the bottom hoop. I cut them into strips and then adhered them with foam adhesive in the center of that circle. And the very last detail I added were the little screw tops that go at the top of every embroidery hoop. I used some precision glue to add a small dot on each top piece and then added those little screw pieces. And that completes my layout. This layout is a little more on the simple side compared to what I've been creating lately, but it's fun to really put a heavy focus on that stitch design and kind of make that the centerpiece of it all. And I didn't want to take away from that. If you want to work with this sketch or grab any of the other free sketches I've created for Hip Kit Club, you can head over to their website and I'll link to all of them down below in the video description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.